Barbara Walters is planning to announce her retirement. What's next for Babs? Death.
The old Norm Macdonald is back.
But in the 70s, they had these shows that were detective shows.
Right.
And but most of them were kind of corny. Like they had Cannon, Frank Cannon, who was played by William Conrad.
Uh-huh.
And as a matter of fact, now that I think of it, most of the detectives back then had something wrong with them.
What was wrong with Cannon?
Huge, obese man. He was a fat man, and he'd chase down the criminals, and then he would karate chop them on the neck. That's how he ended up getting them. He knew how to karate. And at the end, it would be him eating like a big dish of pasta with some lady. Anyways, and Longstreet was blind.
Jesus.
He was a detective, was blind, and he relied on his dog a lot. And a lot of times he'd go, there's a clue underneath this girl's, skirt. The dog knew where Longstreet wanted to go.
And they had luck solving the cases?
But I'm saying they were very corny kind of sick of.
Right.
But then Beretta, it was like Martin Scorsese had made
that
a
sounds
detective.
good.
He was a tortured guy. You know how now all the superheroes are conflicted?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that. But I like this guy. He was conflicted, And anyways, and it had the greatest theme song. You know who put Anne Murray on the list, Daniel? You even know Anne Murray?
I mean, I've heard the name. I know she was a singer or something. Tell me about Anne Murray.
She's just an old lady. She's like 75. I think she lives in Prince Edward Island or something.
Is that close by or?
No, it's about as far as could be. I don't think there's any 2 points of the North American continent farther than Los Angeles and
Well, I mean,
Spring Hill.
Well, I mean, she's probably available. What do you think she's up to
Oh, she's
right now?
available. What's she up to?
Yeah, what do you think she's doing?
walking down the street going, I'm Anne Murray.
So, not a good chance of getting her to fly down here.
No, but anyways, God, this is a huge list. Problem is, if Letterman retires, CBS doesn't know what to do because they have to put a Scotchman in there, a Scottish guy.
Ferguson.
Craig Ferguson.
Right.
And they're afraid that people, at 11:30, older people, might not want to listen to a Scottish brogue. And also his sidekick is a skeleton.
It is?
You've never seen the show?
I've never seen the show.
Well, it's fascinating because he just talks. Like he I don't know if he uses writers, but he's a fantastic you've never seen anything like Craig Ferguson. I love him.
It's just a Scotsman talking to a skeleton.
Well, the skeleton is his sidekick is a corpse, which apparently Les Moonves
CBS
has some problems with. He's saying, why not spend the extra money and get a corporeal person? You know what I mean? Sure, you save money, grave robbing every night, because apparently Craig Ferguson has to change because the stench becomes unbearable in the studio after a few days.
I would imagine.
Cut to Craig Ferguson out at the local cemetery with a shovel.
You think they'd spring
Old-fashioned
and get some,
grave robbing. But anyways, my point is this. I don't know what to watch anymore
Well,
with all the shuffling. So I look at Entertainment Weekly because every week this publication, this periodical,
they're an authority on the subject.
of course,
They'll
it's Entertainment Weekly.
Tell you what to watch.
So they'll tell you what to watch. So anyways, I'm perusing it.
Okay.
So this is what I found out about the word peruse. You think it means scan,
That's what I
but it
thought.
actually means reading very carefully. The next time you're talking to one of your intelligent Hollywood friends, and they say peruse, you go, what the fuck are you talking about? Peruse means to study carefully.
So you studied this carefully. What did
Yes,
you
and what they have is they have the must list. The top 10 things we love this week, things you must see.
Okay.
And anyways, look at this, number 6. Oh, here it is. It's our show. It's
Holy
our program.
shit.
Isn't that bizarre?
Fuck.
That shouldn't be in their fucking thing.
My name should not be in any publication.
No, that definitely. Did you think that? Like 3 weeks ago when we started,
No.
you were just a filthy bum.
Yeah.
And now these retards put your name in a fucking magazine. It says the Saturday Night Live alum. I don't know what that alum. What does that mean?
Means he used to be on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah. Is using his deadpan charm and irreverence to full effect on his riotous new video podcast where he and co-host Adam Egget, that's you,
Shocking.
will welcome guests like Russell Brand, Bob, maybe.
We'll have to see.
I think, my theory is this went to press before they found out about Fred Stoller.
I think it's a good possibility.
Russell Brand, he is coming. The great Russell Brand, who I asked for from the first day,
Love Russell.
because I find him amazing.
Yeah.
And Bob Saget, old friend, and the great Seth Rogen. So look at that, we're number 6.
That's amazing. That's fantastic.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah. What does this have to do with late night?
Well, we have a show. We're talking to each other,
Right.
and I was looking. I thought, well, maybe you must see. First of all, I don't want you must see it. Really,
Right.
really, Entertainment Weekly.
You don't want anybody telling
I
you
don't
what
want
to do.
anybody fucking tell me what I must see. You know what I mean?
I know
I
exactly
must see
what
that video. I was going to show you where the girl shoves her foot up that dude's asshole.
I can't get that vision out of my mind. I remember it. Yeah.
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 But anyways, first you're happy. This is the nature of being a human being, right?
Right.
You're like, we're number 6 in the must-see list. But my point was, since none of the other late-night shakeups, I'm starting to think that they want us to move over to one of those spots.
To the late night spots?
Yes.
I don't think that's
Think
right.
about it. Think about it. What would it cost them? 0?
Yeah. Well, there's 0 money put into
We
this,
make
so-
0.
Yeah.
So why would they pay $6-7 million for Horatio Sands? Or, I don't know is he up for it?
I have no idea.
Or I read today RuPaul. Honest to God.
Really?
Well, because on the computer, when something happens, they have to write a story. So they're like, 15 people who should have their own talk show. And
Sounds like our fucking list. They're just
RuPaul
putting
was
names
on
down.
one of them, and Chavez, the guy who fucking just died, I think he was on it. Like, it was very politically correct. It was trying to get everybody.
Yeah, why not us? We're number 6.
We're
on
number
the fucking
6.
Must list.
Yeah. But then you go, who's number 5? That's human nature, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You start getting mad. Like, why are we 6? Why aren't we number 1? Like, you know what number 1 is?
Uh-huh.
Game of Thorns.
It's Thrones.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
Sure. Well, what the fuck is that? Whoever watched that?
I mean,
Now,
I've seen
you
it.
telling me that's better than Norm Macdonald Live?
I mean, I don't want to say it's better than. I mean, a lot of people watch it. It's a pretty popular show.
What's it about? They
It's
have
about,
pictures of
like,
ladies?
Yeah, ladies and knights and kings and midgets and, dragons. And
Sounds
stuff.
like my honeymoon.
Who's in our rearview mirror? Who do we have?
What do you mean?
Like, who's behind us on the list?
Oh, behind us on the list?
What do we got? Kinky Boots.
Kinky Boots
number
is
8.
number 8.
Yeah.
Sounds like my honeymoon.
Well, look, 6 isn't a bad place to be. I think I'm just
Except for
happy
the
to-
dragon. There was no dragon.
No, there's a dragon on Game of
No,
Thrones.
in my honeymoon.
Oh, I got it. Yeah.
How could there be a dragon
That's a good point.
singeing my fucking balls with their fire?
Santa
What was that
Claus.
story you told me when you were a kid? Just before the show?
Are you talking about the airplane story?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know if I was a kid. I was 13 years old. You're talking about that story?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you must know, I mean, it's a true story. I was
Well,
on
tell the folks at home.
Oh, God, Norm. I was telling you that when I was 13 years old, and we have a news story that we were going to cover, and I wasn't sure if we should, and it's about how they're making airplanes, they're putting more seats on airplanes, and the way they're cutting space is in the bathrooms. And I was concerned, like, where, I thought about where am I going to go to jack off, because I get nervous on flights and stuff. And a lot of people do it. I don't know. But when I was 13, I went in there and I did that. And some lady walked in on me, and she was like 2 seats over, and you just had to stare, just staring at me in disgust for like 5 hours straight. It was a long flight. You sure you want me to talk about? I mean, you really want me to?
It was a different story. But anyway, forget about that. But what is it? They're making this thing smaller? They're too fucking small for me when I wasn't a big fucking fat guy.
I can't afford to go to the doctor right now.
You can't afford to go to the
I
doctor?
can't afford to go.
Yeah.
Certainly this isn't going to fucking... We're number 6 on the must list. I don't know. I'm fucking dying.
Yeah, well, you're a young man. What, do you got any symptoms? I know a lot of stuff.
Bleeding from my anus. Internally, I think. I mean, no, that's not a joke. That's true.
Well, I know it's not a joke.
I don't know. I've
been around jokes my whole life.
Right. Well, I mean, I wasn't trying to be funny. That's
I see
true.
what you mean,
Yeah.
So you're...
I'm bleeding internally, I think.
So, what's the color of the blood that's coming out of
Well,
your
the good
anus?
thing is it's not dark. It's
Oh,
not
that's
dark.
good.
It's brighter.
If it's bright red, it's coming from the rectal area.
Oh, okay.
It's not as dangerous.
Well, that's good. I haven't had a physical since I was 16. I'm terrified.
And you're 31?
34. It's been a while.
Yeah.
About 18 years. So hopefully, number 6 on the must list, maybe the money will start coming. I'll be able to see that doctor. You know what I mean?
You're really bleeding from your anus?
Yeah, I really am.
Because you gave up that entire lifestyle that would make me think you were still bleeding from the anus, but you told me you'd given that all up.
You're talking about alcohol, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how you love to go to those bars and get real drunk.
Yeah.
And then the next day you'd wake up and you'd be bleeding from the anus.
Well, no, I think it was alcohol related. I think what you're
I'm
implying.
saying.
Okay, good.
No, I'm not implying anything.
Yeah.
You're inferring something. But I'm not implying anything. I'm saying straight out, you would black out.
Oh, yeah.
You'd drink your Wild Turkey 101.
Glenlivet.
You like your Glenlivet.
Yeah.
You like your Jack Daniels, and
Sure.
your Jim Beam.
Absolutely.
Never a lady's name.
No. I never really thought about that.
Yeah. Do they have booze that have ladies' names?
Yeah, sure. I'm sure they do.
Because to me, it's Shirley Temple. I don't think that has booze in it.
Well, they have a Dirty Shirley.
A dirty Shirley
It's like
Temple.
Shirley Temple with vodka in it. I miss booze.
There's this guy, Chance Langton. Do you know him? He's a comic.
No.
But he said when he was a young boy, he loved Shirley Temple. He was 5 and she was 5. The next year, he saw her in a mall. He was 6, she was 50.
I blacked out. I didn't even hear the whole fucking thing.
I know you blacked out because I can feel the droplets of blood.
As soon as we started talking about Glenlivet, I just kind of went to another place.
Let's not talk about your ass and shit all the time.
No, I don't want to talk about
It's
it.
unseemly. It's unsettling. It's both unsettling and unseemly to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I do. I mean, you brought up health and you asked about my health. I was just trying to be honest. You know?
Yeah, but you're as fit as a fiddle.
Sure, let's go with that.
Well, you are. I think you are.
Absolutely.
You've been off the sauce.
Off the sauce.
booze.
Off the booze.
I wonder how long you'll last.
Well, fuck, Norm. I mean, hopefully a while.
Not many do.
I mean, I quit, you know? The
Whoop-de-doo. We're going to have Fred Stoller out next.
Hi, I live on the edge.
Musicker is his name.
Nothing matters to me. I am nuts. You know what I did today? I drank milk that expired yesterday. I don't care. Life's too short. I live for today. Okay, well, so you know what I did? I was at a deli. I bought an apple. I ate it right there without washing it first. You heard me right. I'll do it again. I don't care.
You want me to read your intro?
I'm sorry. Sure.
No, do you want me to? We don't have to.
Whatever.
Tonight's guest is a great comedian. Freddie Stoller, he says, is smart and handsome.
He's saying that in like,
An
hey, you're
ironic-
handsome. He's not really thinking I'm handsome.
He's
It's more-
basically calling you ugly.
Yes, he's more like, hey, handsome man. He does this thing where you say
As a
hi.
matter of fact, the handsomeness gets in the way of the smart and funny. He keeps calling you ugly. While reading this book, I couldn't help but think of Freddie's good looks. This is
He didn't
drenched
read it.
in irony. He's calling you
Yeah.
ugly 3 times. So that's not much.
No, but
Jay Moore, Fred is as good at writing jokes as anyone in the business in any era. I've
my
heard you
stories.
called a poor man's Mike Birbiglia.
Mike Birbiglia.
What is it?
Birbiglia.
Have you ever heard yourself called a poor
was
man's Mike
called-
Birbiglia?
I was
At
called
least
the-
you can pronounce your fucking last name.
The saddest thing was, this book. Don't worry. I did a thing, a Kindle single, which helped this. Called my Seinfeld.
Now
Year.
explain to the folks what a Kindle single is.
Okay, folks. There was I had this book for, I shouldn't say it took 10 years, that because people go, whatever. I had it. It sat in my computer, and publishers, they'd go, we want more sex, and I go, yeah, I want more sex too, or they go, we want a happier ending. One person go, we like it. It's a quirky, fun story, but
You said,
we'd
I'd like a happier ending too.
yeah, they
you
go.
just kept doing
They
that
thought
joke?
I went from show to show, and then I'm on Parks and Recreation. Here I am.
Oh, I see.
Home
Right,
at last.
right.
You know what I mean? It was just more walking around the Grove at the end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So, but no,
Well, don't tell the ending.
no. It's a happy.
But we're talking before this. We're talking about the Kindle single.
Okay, so basically.
Because this is not a Kindle single.
No.
Okay, so what? I'll tell it. Freddie has 2 books.
No.
He has one which is a Kindle single, which is not technically a book.
No.
So first, what's a Kindle single?
It's this thing where it's on Amazon, where they're mini books, not a magazine, bigger than a magazine
Bigger
article,
than a magazine article.
smaller than a book.
But smaller than a book.
Smaller than a
And so I sent this book, and
It's for people who a magazine article is not enough for them. Like when they finish a magazine article, they're like, what the fuck am I supposed to do now?
but they go, but I don't want a book.
But a book!
A book would be too much.
Jesus. Larry Miller, you know the comedian Larry
I know
Miller,
the comedian Larry Miller.
who his biggest influence was in comedy. He said James Thurber.
You know the movie My Favorite Year?
Sure.
Mine's called My
movie.
Seinfeld Year because it wasn't that. Because it wasn't the best year.
Yeah.
Here I'm the best show on TV and it's great, which I guess I didn't even see.
I didn't see that. I mean, I
I didn't
didn't
see the movie either. I
the-
keep referring
No,
to it.
I saw My Favorite Year.
Yeah.
Every time I hear you on a podcast, and you've done a lot, and you're always a solid guest, and I'd love to hear some.
You're doing like he's going. Do what you're doing the other ones. Be better.
No, in
I
all
was go-
seriousness,
Paul
I
Prevent-
heard you on the Todd Glass one. I was laughing my ass off. I'll be honest, that's the only
So
one I
can we
listened to.
could play
But
clips of that, and I could lip sync them.
no, you have great stories.
you,
have
thank you
great
so
stories.
much,
You were
thank
telling
you.
us some great stories.
Okay.
No, but that's not how you.
I'm saying he was. No, what I'm
But
saying is
that's
he
like
does
when
have
Paul
great
Prevent had that
stories.
show Comics Only. Hey, this is not stand-up, this is conversation. So, you go on the road a lot. Yeah, what do? We watch TV. You know that one commercial? AIDS, but it's not AIDS because of the disease, so they changed it. And, or...
He'd want to set you up for your.
Oh,
What about the time? This was what I heard because I was on Byron Allen's Comics Unleashed.
and they say, go crazy.
There you go, Chris. And the comics could.
they're
You
all
could
doing
not
the
have been
bits.
more leashed.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you had to submit your jokes to 6 different levels before they. But then he had no ability to segue. So it's like, Robert Schimmel, what's going on with you? He's like, what's going on with me? I'm fucking my own niece and I'm dying of brain cancer and all this. And then he goes, oh man, Norm, I understand you have a dog. And so none of it would segue. But the funniest question is he said to John Lovitz, this was his question. He goes, he's reading off a card, he goes, now John, I understand you're growing older.
That was the segment producer did that for him. Well, I was on Paul Prevent had one called Comics Only.
Yes,
and it
Fred
was
Wolf was the
sidekick who people still think I am. Andy Dick still goes, hey Fred, you got that movie with Spade? I go, yeah, it's going good. I never correct him. He thinks I'm writing too. People think I'm Geechee Guy. Which
Whoa!
yeah, which is a
It's like
compliment.
the Laugh Factory, the one that Wayne Cotter.
Oh, you got to. This is what I guess that sets him up for great stories.
No,
the plane ride with Wayne Cotter.
With what?
The plane ride you took with Wayne Cotter.
Oh, that was
Wayne Cotter
funny.
was hosting.
I forgot about that.
All right. Well, I didn't
He
indicate
left
it
to the
better.
bathroom. I said to Wayne Cotter, did you see Farley last week? He did this Chippendale sketch where he was a dancer. It was the funniest thing I ever seen. And then he got up in a huff and went to the bathroom. And then his wife said, you know that's his competition.
Okay, I did it wrong.
Because
Saturday Night Live is the competition. To the
Yeah,
guy
or
who
I thought it was like
MC.
we don't talk about it.
yeah.
You know, yeah.
And then I asked, just recently, I said, whatever happened to Wayne Cotter, to Jamie Masada? And he said, he on the computer now. That's not how he talks.
Every time you do Jamie,
I sound like a
it's always
child.
an
I was
age
going to
joke.
say to you, if anyone's giving you shit about being a bad sidekick,
Well, that's true.
Dom, there's someone worse than you.
Go
So,
on.
you know, it's when people go to me, you think you're a fucking retard. I left my keys in the car. You think you hate yourself. I don't think I hate myself. You think you're a schmuck. Yesterday, smacked myself in the head. Or,
I said, whatever happened to Wayne Cotter, to Jamie Masada? And he said, he on the computer now. That's not how he
Every
talks.
time you do Jamie,
I sound like a
it's always
child.
an age
I was
joke.
going to say to you, if anyone's giving you shit about being a bad sidekick,
Well, that's true.
Dom, there's someone worse than you.
Go
So,
on.
you know, it's when people go to me, you think you're a fucking retard. I left my keys in the car. You think you hate yourself. I don't think I hate myself. You think you're a schmuck. Yesterday, smacked myself in the head. Or, you know, so there's Jamie Masada, to the people out there, is a club owner. I don't know how he became a multi-millionaire, but he's like Borat. You know, hey, buddy, we have, and he can't say English. He goes, we have, he manages Dom Herrera. He can't say his name. Dom in the Manila. So he has a podcast where he's trying to tell stories about me writing on Seinfeld. And he
Right,
sits
at the
there,
Laugh Factory,
and he
right?
interrupts. He goes, Freddie had sex with, he's not innocent. He had sex with me, just no condoms. There's little Freddies around. Freddie, he not innocent. He walk out. And worst thing about doing the Laugh Factory is I was bombing, and fuck you, and you know they're screaming back at me. Oh, this guy's a retard. You know he's, you know. So then I curse them back out.
Yeah.
Then I'm waiting behind them online for my car for the valet, and I'm like there. Or the worst is, did you ever do a cruise and you're stuck with the people on the boat?
no.
I had to hide in a cabin because I'm eating. They go, there's the comedian eating alone. You don't want to eat alone. I go, yeah, I do. And so I just throw out jokes. Hey, here's a joke you like. Well, you know why I got fired from the orange juice company? Because I couldn't concentrate. Or, you know, just go, hey, here's one you like. You know why the monkey fell out of the tree? Because he was dead. So someone would go, you know the only good joke you did? The monkey one. You know, so,
Jimmy Brogan was the cleanest guy ever.
Yes.
Like, he never would swear.
right.
And one time I saw him, and he wasn't doing well, and he was being heckled. But he had great jokes. Like, you go, you know, the 98, you go, now they have the 98-cent store, you know? What is this for? People who think they're being gouged at the 99-cent store? And then the guy goes, why don't you suck my cock? And then he's like, very nice, sir, very nice, nice. What, do you talk to your mother like that, sir?
Well, he would go on stage with a sweater and some books. And one time, Gilbert Gottfried at the not comedy store, Catch a Rising Star, as a joke, went on with his sweater and followed him. And Brogan would just ask people where they're from. Hey, where you from? Oh yeah. You're big. What do you do? Get fucked in the ass with dough? Hey, were you from Cleveland? Hi, there's a lot of fags there. Jimmy goes, give me my sweater back. You know, he was doing Brogan's bad brother. I know. I should tell stories. I keep thinking of things with you. Like we did the Norm show. The only time I ever kissed a woman on a TV show was you convinced me to have confidence, so I grabbed Laurie Metcalf like I'm raping her and threw her down and started kissing her. Do you remember that?
You mean in real life?
No. On the show, I went, hi, I'm William. I have energy now. And I just grabbed her. No, not in real life.
No, I
It's
meant
part of the show.
As part of the show, I meant, but in front of an audience or during
Yeah.
rehearsals?
No.
Well, you mean so my character,
Your
Norm.
character, Norm. I remember people think he's, the writers would always go, I got your character, like you push a woman down the steps, or you're a
No,
degenerate, you're a
Yeah.
piece of shit, you're a lowlife.
About me?
Yes. they
Yeah, it was
think
always
that's your
very
character.
insulting.
Yeah.
The writers will go, I got one right up your alley. You ass rape a lady. And I'm like,
Should I tell the Kathy Griffin story? Or?
yeah, you had sex with
absolutely.
her?
Well, in defense of her, I could have, but I got yelled at, so I got nervous with the erection. No, what is how do you want me to tell the story? Chronologically?
Yeah.
Or, because I haven't been good chronologically. We had things, and I went off the rails, because you don't know what you're going to get with me.
No,
All
but
right.
start with like,
Where I met her?
well, that's going way back, but
Okay.
sure.
This was 92.
Did you have sex with her that night or like years later?
2 nights later.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
92, she was, I like curly redheads.
Yeah.
Because, you know, why we're
The
attracted.
girl from News Radio?
Yes, I had a crush on her, and I asked her out, and it turned out she was living with Nick Nolte. So you always go from Nick Nolte living in a mansion in Malibu to Fred Stoller in an apartment with no air conditioning by the
Yeah,
Grove. You know, it's like she looked at me like, "Do you know what my life is?" Okay, but yeah, I like that kind of stuff. Excuse me. So Kathy Griffin actually liked me. I thought like I'm at this party, and she's looking at me. She goes, "Oh, you're yellow light. You're drinking a beer. Proceed with caution." Yellow light means proceed with caution, and she did that. Like Rain Man. Well, no, she only said it once. She didn't go yellow light. But she was talking to me.
Yeah.
It's, you know, one of those parties up a hill where you can't get parking.
Yeah.
So she says, drive me to my car, and she started kissing me. You know, I like when people bludgeon me, make it easy.
Yeah.
So she gave me, but then she actually did want to hit me. So then we had a date, and this is before she made it, 92, so it was like a little apartment. And you're trying to decide where to go, do we eat? And then she goes, I'm wet. So that made it very easy to, like, you know, do what I did to Laurie Metcalf, like take her down and start kissing.
Wow.
You know, I like, she's the only one ever said before the date, I'm wet. That's the way I think it's good.
that'd be
People go,
positive.
I like to play the game. It's like chess and a jigsaw. Fuck that. Make it easy. She made it too easy. So Kathy Griffin, so we started, you know, messing around, but she just saw a TV movie about a woman who battered men, and she goes, I'd like to hit men. Could I hit you in the face? And I was thinking, I have TMJ, I was assaulted, I have ligament damage, it's not a good idea. I already was hit in the face. And
During sex?
Yeah, or just lying around.
She wanted to hit you in the face seriously?
Well, it was a joke, as my mother used to say, a lot of truth is said in jest. She used to always say that. I go, Ma, you know, leave me, you know, when I would do jokes on things. I go, it's a joke, Ma, stand up. It's a lot of truth is said in jest. So Kathy
It is
Griffin,
a weird thing to say.
yeah, so she
Just with the two of you.
she wanted a hit and stuff, and she this is what she said. She goes, I have anger against men. I go, why? She goes, they rape, they go to strip clubs, and they see porno. I made a joke. I said, I only do 2 out of 3. And so then it was sort of sex meeting because I'm not good with condoms. I don't mean to get graphic, and I did. See, I'm an older guy. I grew up before AIDS was invented or
Right.
whatever. I
One of
remember.
the worst inventions ever.
I know. I remember it was one of those things, someone's talking about herpes,
Yeah, and
and
then
they go, there's another thing.
Dr. Gerald AIDS with his fucking idea.
Yeah, and the AIDS Candy had to go away for the Provenza show. So I remember someone said, there's a thing called AIDS I heard about. It's going to be really bad where you can't have sex, everyone will be dying. And I'm neurotic, but I never get scared about the bird flu or North Korea. I go, come on.
Yeah.
I'm more neurotic about, you know, you throwing me off this and stuff, you
Yeah,
know.
okay.
So I couldn't with the, so meaning we would have had sex, but we did things.
But you can't put on a condom. You can't
I
wear a
can.
condom.
I
You
still-
can't, you just can't.
No, some women I can. They always go, "It's okay." I'm going, "Wait a minute. If you're very slippery wet with a condom, they're always making it like either they're yelling at me, they're mad I can't, or they're going,
You
I
can't what?
understand. A lot of men can't do it, but
Can't do
but,
what?
Well, you're pushing. It's too late. We did curse, right?
Yeah.
You're pushing, but it falls apart like an accordion because
What does?
the penis.
You can't maintain an
Maintain an erection
erection.
with a condom on.
Yes.
Right, okay.
Oh, no, I have. A lot of women are very slippery. If it's whoosh, you know,
Right.
you could do it. But you know what I'm saying. But
But did you ever have it where, because I thought you told me at one point you tried to push it up, but then it got bendy and it went like that.
what?
Yeah,
Is
you
that the
took-
joke where I can't find my car keys?
No, it wasn't a joke. You told me you tried to push your cock into the Kathy Griffin, but it got all bendy like a big snake or something.
I don't remember telling you this because this is the first you're hearing about Kathy Griffin.
That's true.
And I like how ballsy I am. Like I go after Kathy Griffin, like America's sweetheart. Like people go, "Are you scared, Kathy Griffin?" And someone who goes on Howard Stern saying Brooke Shields' mother was drunk at Brooke Shields' wedding. You know what I mean?
No, I like one time before Chelsea Handler was big, but she'd written that book.
You had sex with Chelsea Handler?
No, I love Chelsea Handler. I think she's hilarious.
No,
But I was at a comedy club, and the comedy manager and waiters were all mad. They were like, that Chelsea Handler was here last week. She didn't fuck any of us. I was like, well, it's her act.
Well, Norm, when we did stand-up, do you remember a woman would tell you a really dirty joke? Hey, the best thing about licking cocks is this, and you make her, get out of here. Right. Did you ever have that, Adam?
Have I ever had what?
A woman tells you a really dirty joke, and you think something, meaning she's dirty and messes around.
Oh, I see
right.
what you mean.
I see what
I'm
you
sorry,
mean.
I
Yeah,
misunderstood.
Tells you the dirtiest joke.
I get it.
And they're in bed, and I love dirty jokes.
Because Dice told me once, he said, if a girl comes up to me or you, Fred Stoller, or me, Norm Macdonald, after a show and says she liked our act, that doesn't mean much. But if they go up to Dice,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Well,
the
one time,
content.
someone came up to me and Gilbert Gottfried and said, I want to be your groupie. You guys, I love you too. Oh, great. You going to fuck us? She goes, no. And then he started spitting at her.
oh, good God.
Well, no, through the window. To be fair, Catch a Rising Star. He went outside and started spitting at the window, and she cried.
yeah.
Because that's the one she wanted to, she looked up to, and she spit. But you have had that, or maybe, I want to be your groupie.
Have you ever had a girl in bed that wants you to spit on her face?
No.
That's what someone, have you ever had that?
No.
Someone just told, have you ever heard of it?
No.
Well, someone told me it's the next big thing. It was Daniel Kellison. He said his wife likes when his wife demands that
But that's not in porno movies.
It might just be in Daniel Kellison's real life, but he says his wife demands that he spit on her face
During sex or in general?
and,
outside,
and
at
imagine
pavilions.
that she's blowing a big African American. Anyways, whatever. Listen,
Well, all right.
I'm not one to tell tales out of school.
But just to be fair,
But Daniel's having a little boy, and we're real happy.
but
about
I
it.
just want to be fair to Kathy Griffin.
Yeah.
She dumped me, and I was hurt, so I was attracted to her and liked seeing her naked. So, but then when they get their hair straight, don't like.
You say right before she said, "I'm wet." Which
I
does
was-
not sound sexy to me.
I was saying, I don't know. You want to get a bite, a movie? I'm wet. So I'm gonna try. I tried that on other women. It doesn't
Okay,
work.
so I'll be Kathy Griffin,
and be
and
me.
you be you.
I don't know this area. Actually, it was around Centinela. You want, I don't know, see a movie, get a bite to eat?
I'm wet.
It gave me the confidence.
She lambasted the Adele.
I love
the
Adele.
British
You ever
pop
heard Adele?
singer Adele.
I heard it for her, and I
Voice like a.
like a great pipe and lungs too.
Rivers.
Lungs, Would only work if she was a pipe smoker. What? Okay.
I'm doing my
Anyway,
voice
Joan
again.
Rivers, she called Adele, who's 24 years old, chubby while visiting David Letterman on The Late Show.
Oh.
And wisecracked. She sang live and said, my throat, I don't know if I can swallow. And I said, oh, you can swallow.
Oh, come on.
What is her song? Rolling in the Deep? She should add fried chicken.
This is what she said on the
This is what
Letterman?
Joan Rivers said on Letterman about Adele. Rivers didn't back down from her comments, though she revealed Adele confronted her about it. She's a chubby lady who's...
Okay, I don't want to hear any more of this because Adele is one of my most favorite people.
Really?
Well,
do love
she's
Adele.
talented, she's rich, and she's almost as fat as me. I'm a big fat guy now. I don't want to be seen with thin ladies, then people will think it's, but look, I know it's wrong to objectify women. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
But in our sexual fantasies, I think we do, as men, objectify women, don't we? I always think of Adele, like down on her hands and knees with an apple in her mouth.
So, but that's better.
Better than what?
That's objectifying her.
Yes, I'm saying I think we do that as men.
Okay.
We objectify women, don't we?
Yeah.
What? Don't we? I like Adele. Is there anything wrong with that?
Hey, I like the ladies.
I like Adele. I like a woman who knows her way around a funnel cake.
I thought the joke was.
What about Josie?
How about the joke should be Adele is mad at Joan Rivers and crushed her. Tipped over and fell on her. Hey, mention that name.
I would love to see Adele in concert.
Oh, I thought that was a sexual.
Oh, no. I'd also love to see her on my toilet eating a Reuben.
No, I like chunky women because they're accessible.
I'd like to see an Adele concert.
And there was only room for 3 people in the back.
Oh, come on.
Meaning she takes out the. Oh. No, I'm. But that's what he does. He makes shocks outrage, and then he does fat jokes.
No, I'm not doing fat jokes.
Well, he
I'm just
genuinely
saying,
would like to see
all I
you.
said was I went to see an Adele concert.
Oh.
And what's the joke?
There's no joke. It was disappointing.
Why?
Because she sang a song and the concert immediately stopped.
Why? Because of the occupancy limits?
No,
That was one of my
it's not over
thrills.
till when the fat lady sings. I think.
I thought it could be 80 or more people is dangerous and unlawful. And I thought, meaning
Oh
she
my
took up 80 of
God.
them.
You are something else. I got fired. I used to work for Otis Elevator Company. You ever hear of that?
Yes.
Otis Elevator Company?
Yeah.
Ever hear of that company?
Never.
Did you hear?
You've never heard of the Otis Elevator
Oh, the-
Company? Are you serious?
I used to do a joke. I tried doing
It's the
stand-up
biggest elevator.
when I was 17. I go, my name is Fred Stoller. If you never heard of the name, you're deaf because I just said it.
That's a good joke.
Thank you.
But the Otis Elevator Company, because
Yeah.
a lot of us comics started as
Elevator operators.
copywriters for ad agencies.
What?
Copywriters for ad
Oh, the
agencies.
dyslexic Yoo-hoo joke or noodles? Is that a joke? Yeah.
Yes. So my first account was the Otis Elevator Company, which I thought was the most famous elevator company in the world. I can't believe Adam Egan's never heard of it.
Yeah.
So Otis Elevator Company, this was I don't know why, I still don't know why they didn't accept my submission. They fired me the next day. I said, Otis Elevators, they'll never let you down.
Former porn star Jenna Jameson was arrested this weekend after allegedly assaulting someone. This may be the most damaging thing to happen to her image since her 16-year career in pornography.
Why did the moron throw the clock out the window?
Why?
Because it reminded him of Richard Clock, the man convicted of knife raping his wife. Good God Almighty.
You know,
Jesus.
it used to be all right.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that one was coming. You want to hear the
I'd
birthdays?
love to.
Celebrating April 8th birthdays, Dutch singer Anouk turns 37. Former UN Secretary General Kofi Annan, 75. People are living to be very old nowadays. Patricia Arquette is 45. The legendary comedian Shecky Green.
Wow, he's
Love Shecky Green. How old do you think Shecky Green is?
76.
87.
Whoa.
I would have been with you, because I thought he was a little younger than the other ones. But anyways, happy birthday, Shecky. Everybody loves Shecky Green. He'd be great to have on the show.
Oh, fantastic. Let's put him on the list.
Former First Lady Betty Ford would have been a sober 95, I like to think, today, if she was alive. And Albert Fish was born on this day in New York City in 1870.
Do you know the obituaries is concerning me? I'm a little worried because people are dying in alphabetical order.
Who the fuck is Albert Fish?
What?
Who the fuck is Albert Fish?
Oh, Albert Fish?
I've never heard of that guy.
He was known as the Gray Man.
The Grain Man?
The Gray
the
Man.
Gray Man.
The werewolf of Wisteria.
I
You know why he was known as the Gray Man? Because he was a serial killer. He slayed children and ate them. He's a cannibal. But when the police asked a woman to describe him, and she said he was gray in both appearances and demeanor. Very bad description. For
This
the
is like
police.
Arsenio when it was woo.
Yeah, ooh.
We're on.
But
I'm
anyways,
pretending I know who Albert Gray is. I didn't.
no, Albert Fish.
Oh.
You're a New Yorker. So anyways, he was a child rapist and cannibal, as I explained.
When he's a child
Jesus
rapist, you try not to
Christ.
laugh when he looks at you.
Oh,
There's
come
something
on, man. It's not
I
funny.
know it's not, but I know you want people to laugh. When
But
you say
Fish
whatever.
boasted that he had children in every state. Now, I would not boast about that. I don't think you would. I don't think you'd do it. But if you did do it, you certainly wouldn't boast about
Not
it.
at all, sir.
You'd take that to the grave with you. But he boasted.
But they say they
Anyways.
eventually all
Jesus.
sing like a canary
They do say that?
about murderers, right?
Yeah,
they brag to a friend. When Norm bragged, sorry.
But Fish, this is interesting. Fish chose his victims. He only chose victims who were either mentally handicapped. Now, don't laugh at this next part, please.
But you know he wants you to, right?
No, if you laugh at this next part.
Okay, and I'm not going to
Fish
drink
chose
water.
victims who were either mentally handicapped or African American. Oh, come on. Why would you think that's funny? God damn, Fred. Jesus Christ, that was the worst part of the story. Okay, but why do you think he did that? What would be the explanation? Why would he only attack? Why would his victims that he chose only be either mentally handicapped or African Americans?
Because people in those days didn't care when those people were vanished.
That's you're
right.
thinking like
Right.
Albert Fish now.
And prostitutes. That's why they kill
That's right.
prostitutes.
Exactly.
That's
Nobody
why.
really cares
No.
about prostitutes.
Well, it's like that comedian that would rape people at comedy club. No, in colleges.
Yes, Vince Champ.
They
a friend
always
of mine.
said his great gimmick was that people would think who did it, and they never, because he'd go on to another town and another college. But
Yeah.
when people say, "What about the comic?"
Yeah. Maybe the worst gimmick a comic ever had. But anyways, but you were exactly right. That's why Albert Fish killed only mentally handicapped and African Americans.
What about? Okay.
I thought you'd laugh at African Americans again, that they were.
No, because I know him. I know he'll do something. That's outrageous. How
Well, it's
dare
kind of
you.
outrageous for you. But anyways, Fish tortured, mutilated, and murdered the youngsters. They were children. With a meat cleaver, a butcher knife, and a small hand saw. God, you.
This is the topical portion.
Yeah.
This is the birthday.
And then he solidified his reputation as the most vicious child slayer in criminal history.
Oh, you
Though
know who
barely
was-
literate, Fish wrote taunting letters to the parents of his victims, gruesomely detailing
Jesus.
how he slayed, butchered, cooked, and then with great enjoyment dined on their offspring. He would inevitably declare that a child's roasted rump was the most toothsome dish in all of gastronomy. Additionally,
you make
Fish
me-
was
I
a
never heard this
masochist. Get this. And he would insert wool doused with lighter fluid into his own anus and set it alight for his own enjoyment. Fish was finally arrested, and he immediately began confessing to killing 700 children.
Get out of here.
Yes, and he was dizzyingly happy about it. Smiled as he described the grisly details of the tortures and the murders, appearing to the detectives. And one of the detectives said he appeared as the devil himself. I mean, this guy was a real jerk.
Now I know there was no Albert Fish.
My doctor told me I should start juicing, you know?
You mean
But the problem is, I don't think he meant ham juicing.
what?
Yeah, I squeezed a ham and I got some juice out of it.
Oh, I thought you. All right. I thought you were gonna, you know.
Stupid.
Really?
Well, I'm fat. I'm so fat when I get my shoe shined, I have to take the boot black's word for it.
You haven't seen your penis in 3 weeks. I'm keeping it clean.
Jesus Christ.
Well, is that what fat people say?
My penis?
I'm trying to not.
Well, what
be-
about this? Porn actor Ron Jeremy is back at work after having open heart surgery. I think this is interesting. The name of his next feature is going to be called "I'm going to have to sit down for most of this." Dance like no one is watching, sing like no one is listening, love like you've never been hurt, and fuck like a goddamn retard.
I saw the word retard.
How many Polish guys does it take to screw in a light bulb? The question cannot be answered because Polish people are so fucking stupid that no matter how many of them are available, none of them would ever be able to complete that simple task.
This is a meta joke. Have you aware of these meta jokes?
How many comedians does it take to screw in a light bulb?
How many?
2. One to do it, and the other guy to go, how long's he been up there?
I like that.
On
actually.
stage.
Yeah, 'cause they was going,
Because
how
they're like, how long?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. But this is my brother-in-law. This is my brother-in-law. So stupid, right? He came up with a bucket list. You know what a bucket list?
Oh, sure. Big
You know what
movie.
his first thing on the bucket list was? Committing suicide. Isn't that retarded? Huh?
That's just stupid.
Have you heard about the four NFL players that are coming out of the closet?
No.
It's about time, I think. I think it's high time. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because isn't it strange that there's nobody come out of the closet in an entire sport of football where there's 2,000 players, and you know there's gay people playing football.
Because in the locker room they'll be saying you're looking at me naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a great deal of speculation on who the four openly gay, the four NFL football players that are going to be openly gay are, and nobody knows. Anyways, whatever. My guess is it's those four that are all sucking each other's cocks.
I laughed before the joke. I knew it was going to be a sucking cock joke.
But do you like his meta jokes?
Mark Jacobs is making sure he takes full advantage of his well-deserved vacation with gay porn star boyfriend Harry Lewis. The couple was seen showing off their chiseled physiques in skimpy swim shorts as they kissed, held hands, and frolicked in the ocean together on Ipanema Beach on Sunday in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Mark, 49, wore a tiny black swimsuit, while Harry, 25, donned heart-patterned shorts that left little to the imagination. Both men sported incredible muscular physiques as they shared a lingering kiss on the sand before taking a dip together in the ocean. The pair clearly couldn't keep their hands off each other, holding hands and kissing as they enjoyed their day in the sun. At one point, the affection even appeared to get too much for Mark, as he seemed to gently be pushing his lover away when he tried to kiss his neck. But there were no hard feelings, as Mark, clearly impressed by his boyfriend's impeccable body, snapped photos of the hunk as he stood in a series of different poses. Harry is clearly smitten with his famous boyfriend, tweeting a series of messages and pictures of Mark in quick succession on Sunday. In one tweet, which shows Mark in a pool, Harry wrote, "Hot, beautiful, and just too sexy for one single pic. I love my baby." In another tweet, he wrote, "Sunny and hot, with my baby next to me, even hotter."
So this raises two questions. First, does Entertainment Weekly have a must-not list? And we'll be in it next week.
Are you one of those self-sabotaging?
This is the post-punk comedy. Now, this might be too...
He's not one of those sabotaging guys that's afraid of success.
No. No, this is a new type of comedy that may be a little advanced for the likes of you and me.
Because of
To tell you the truth.
droughts all over Europe, scientists are predicting a global shortage of olive oil. Soon the world will know how Popeye felt after the death of his wife.
Olive oil. Remember how fucking skinny and ugly she is, and they'd always want to fuck her?
And how Big Ethel would chase Jughead.
Oh, let's not get into Jughead.
I'm sorry.
It takes forever, not forever, but it takes years of training to get a pilot's license. But it only takes a couple of minutes to steal a pilot's jacket and hat. And then do some, terrorist act, I guess.
Yeah, I guess I was not living because I was thinking it was going to be a terrorist.
You were worried about a terrorist act.
I was a little nervous.
Did you see Olympus Has Fallen?
No.
Wow. It's very intense.
Is it like Star 69 or what was that movie with the...
It's very unrealistic to me. First of all, the president's white, which I don't think will ever happen again.
Right.
And then Morgan Freeman becomes the president because they want to make it somewhat realistic.
Right.
He's the Secretary of Defense.
Oh, so the president dies and...
Yeah. And then the Koreans, show up, the North Koreans, and I don't want to give away too much of the movie. I just thought of it. People are going to watch the movie.
Publicist for my book, we tried for Jimmy Fallon. Like, I'm not good enough to be on the show, but hold it up, like, hey, like, wave from the audience, like, pathetically.
I don't know, but it still sells the book.
But what if they kick me out? I'm just taking liberties that I'm going to sit in the audience and hold it up.
Oh, you don't tell Jimmy Fallon
No.
you'll do... Oh,
She
that's...
said just sit there.
Oh, no.
Jesus Christ.
No, I thought Jimmy Fallon would be aware of it.
No. She said, maybe you could
No,
sit...
don't do that.
Oh, no.
I think that's against the law.
Yeah, and they had these other ideas, like she's from Philly that are going to run up the steps like Rocky, and they videotape it. I go, what does that have to do with the book? A guest star guy.
You can't do that in the city that saw the Twin Towers fall. Just show up and
Hold the book
30
up.
Rock and start shrieking.
Yeah, I mean, well, It was like I actually, yeah. That's a consolation.
Were you in New York when the Twin Towers fell?
No, I was in Los Angeles.
Well, either way, it was a national tragedy.
So you do it too. He does this thing where he says something, he looks you right in the eye, and you laugh.
It was, Freddie. I could not be more excited about this podcast until about 10 minutes ago, because our guest was going to be the great Robert Blake. You can also tell he should have been a writer, and he should have been a poet.
No.
But anyway, he's not here. He's not here. But you know who is here?
No, who's here?
Fred Stoller.
Guy doesn't leave
See,
the
what's
game.
good about this is he's got stories about Steve McQueen. He's got stories about Mickey Rooney, Ava Gardner. Fred Stoller also has stories, but nearly half of them are about Dom Irrera.
Well, it says right on the front here, Fred Stoller is always funny. Chris Rock. He's got to
Chris
be good.
Rock?
Yeah.
Fred Stoller is always funny. Well, we'll put that to the test tonight. Now, thank God for Fred Stoller. Fred Stoller was telling me he wants to be on podcasts, like as a guest.
Yes.
And he actively tries to get on podcasts.
Absolutely, yes, he does.
And is rejected. Except by us.
Yeah, we're used to be the guys getting rejected.
Yeah.
The
Whoop-de-doo. We're going to have Fred Stoller out next.
I'm looking forward to.
Did you read the book?
I didn't read the book.
Oh, come on.
Well, I was reading the fucking Robert Blake book. I thought we were
Can't you
going to get
pretend
Robert.
that you read the book?
Not now.
Well, no, because you just admitted you didn't read it.
I know.
Well, anyway, we'll have the great Fred Stoller. Do you want me to read your intro?
I'm sorry. Sure.
No, do you want me to? We don't have to.
Whatever.
Tonight's guest is a great comedian.
It's-
His new book is called Maybe We'll Have You Back. Maybe We'll Have You Back, The Life of a Perennial TV Guest Star. Okay, so that's your introduction.
I
Talk
always-
to Adam Egget for a second.
Thank you.
Of course. I'm just happy you're here.
I'm just
I'm going to read the blurbs.
okay.
This is from Jeff Garland, actor/comedian. Is he a comedian? Freddie Stoller, he says, is smart and handsome.
He's saying that in like,
An
hey, you're
ironic-
handsome. He's not really thinking I'm handsome.
He's
It's more-
basically calling you ugly.
Yes, he's more like, hey, handsome man. He does this thing where you say
As a
hi.
matter of fact, the handsomeness gets in the way of the smart and funny. He keeps calling you ugly. While reading this book, I couldn't help but think of Freddie's good looks. This is
didn't read
drenched
it.
in irony. He's calling you
Yeah.
ugly 3 times. So that's not much.
No, but
Jay Moore, Fred is as good at writing jokes as anyone in the business in any era.
I think it was the 40s before they did topical jokes when people just slipped.
He's also quite an underrated storyteller. I didn't know that. I've
my
heard you
stories.
called a poor man's Mike Birbiglia.
Mike Birbiglia.
What is it?
Birbiglia.
Have you ever heard yourself called a poor
I was
man's Mike
called-
Birbiglia?
I was
At
called
least
a-
you can pronounce your fucking last name.
You're in this book a lot.
What?
You're in this book a lot.
No,
Do you
no,
guys
no.
have some bad blood or something?
What?
No,
There's
wait.
there's one chapter here simply titled "Norm Stole My Jacket."
No,
I
yeah,
guess.
yeah. He.
I have not read your book because I was reading Robert Blake.
I like the.
But I told him to read your book so that one of us
He
would
did
have
tell
read
me
your
to read your
book.
book. He did. I'm not.
I know.
You got Tom Snyder?
the dead guy. No, he created Dr. Katz, a different Tom Snyder.
Well, he says Fred is funny and unique, but still an everyman trying to get ahead. We can all relate to. What is this fucking shit?
And I've never been a regular, and who's mean to me, and on
Yeah.
what shows, and
Yeah.
who stole my jacket on what show. This really is bad for my book. Because I'm saying Norm was a jerk, and here you are laughing on a show. So it's like all credibility is gone of who is assholes to me on my journey of the guest star life.
Well, next time
Yes.
that you come on, I'll have read the book because I spent all my time reading a
fake
superior book.
Is that a real book or
It's
a
a real
bit?
book. Look,
I thought it was a bit for the show.
no,
It's actually riveting. I've read a couple.
it's a
chapters.
fantastic book. This guy's amazing.
But
I haven't read your book, so I can't, in all truthfulness, say this is a superior book. but I strongly suspect it is. Because he's talking about, he's got, who does he have? Ava Gardner, Steve McQueen, and well, you got like Dom
Caroline-
Herrera. I think we're off the air.
Okay. I need the bathroom so badly.